Chamaga and welcome back to my channel. Chamaga, to those of you who are new to the channel, and to Chamaga, welcome back, Chamaga. Firstly, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for recommending the channel to your friends and your friends' friends. I see the channel is growing. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Today I am not alone. I am with my little brother, Mane, little brother, Chawe. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Hello guys, hello, how are you? My name is Juanete. As she mentioned, I'm the little brother.
Don't mind that.
Guys, so today we will be having a conversation about how we grow up as a child-headed at home.
Okay guys, my guest already he has introduced the topic. So to those of you who are new, I'm from a child-headed home, and the home is just made out of myself and Juanete. And a background story is that our mother passed on when I was 17 and he was 6, turning 7 in that year. And we were left alone to raise each other. And that's how we became a child-headed home. And in case you want to know what happened to our father, we were a blended family, or we still are a blended family. My stepdad passed on when Juanete was about 7 months born, and my father passed on 8 months after my mom passed away. So literally we had zero stepfathers, zero father, zero mother, zero stepmother, you understand? But yeah, we had God. That I can tell you, we had God and such a beautiful community of friends and family that made sure that we were well taken care of. Right?
Yes.
Fantastic.
That's right.
So we're going to start about funniest memories together. Would you like to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Okay.
So what I remember is there was a time, I think I just started high school. I think I was in the 9th grade or 10th grade. Yeah, around 2016 or 17, if I'm not mistaken. So it was actually my first time going to an event and group. So I don't know. I think I'd left the house with the house keys. So my sister fetched me directly at Groove with her friend Matsapela. I was so surprised because I was drunk that day, and she managed to enter the event.
Oh
yeah.
That color fest in Dongo Stadium.
Live in color.
Live in color.
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So those are one of the moments I remember. And as we grew up, she used to. So my sister would especially when she was on study leave, she would tell me almost every day and ask me every day, "Hore, I should go to we have a neighbor. So it's Malmesipo. So he likes blasting his music so loud. So my sister was like, so she did that for about 5 days straight, and the neighbor started getting very frustrated. The neighbor even got frustrated that the guy would be mad at me. He wouldn't even greet me. Then I told my sister, I was like, hey, next time you will have to tell him directly, because whenever I tell him, he becomes very angry. So those are the moments I remember.
Yeah, but guys,
what are your funniest moments?
Okay, do you want us to visit the Live in Color?
Yeah.
You took the keys and you said you're going somewhere. Guys, I had just bought this child a phone, right? And it was probably the third phone.
Yeah, I think
because you just, for some reason, you just lose your phones. You lose them like you are losing a 5 coin. But we are not there. You see? So, boy lost a phone. I replaced it. And he said he asked to go there. Okay, it's fine, you can go. I mean, you're 16, there's nothing I can do. He went to live in Kala. But then we had to, actually the security guards allowed us to go in because we said, we're looking for you. Guys, I think boy was about 15. He was drunk. It's the reality.
No, I wasn't 15. I was like, it was 2017. I think I was 16.
16
17.
So.
Yeah.
But because he's tall, right? I walk in, guys, everyone is looking colorful, blue paints, yellow paints. And I'm just trying to identify this child. I can't. Luckily, my friend was able to find him. And first thing I asked, where's the phone? Phone got Tabo. My phone was is with a friend, and the friend's name is Tabo. Long story short, that phone was stolen that day because he was drunk. But it's okay.
Eish.
We listen, but we don't judge. And then the neighbor, guys, the neighbor story was not right. Like, I wish people could understand that noise travels. You could be blasting music because it's your favorite song. And guys, the speaker was as big as a chair. Like, such a whole speaker, someone was if you've like the DJs.
Yeah.
But like, this is just an ordinary day. You're trying to study. You can't have meetings at home because it's just making noise. And I would just ask my brother, because I'm a big sister after all, just send him around. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that.
Eish.
But hey,
Yeah, that's true.
funniest memories on my side. My brother, ooh. Guys, there's too many stories, but this one stands out, right? Hey, this child, guys, I got invited to a parents' meeting. I went with other parents, and he was still in primary. He had a phone, and I said, the rule, don't take your phone to school because you're not allowed to take phones. Guess what he would do? He would say yes, but he thinks I am his great-grandmother's elder sister. He will do exactly what I told him not to do. So he took his phone to school. Okay, great. And at the school hall, so they were going through agenda items, and there was one that stood out. I think it was something about pornography on phones. And I was this diligent mother, sister who was writing everything down. As they mentioned the agenda, I was writing down to say, we need to visit this, I've got questions. And then the meeting went, when they spoke about pornography, it got very tense. And I was very sure that I was going to ask the child, what do they think? Why don't they respect the school rules and stuff? Little did I know, it was my mother's child.
Eish.
Guys, I got an embarrassment of my life. You've never embarrassed me like that. Like, that takes a cab, guys.
Eish.
So, Satrava then mentions, so there's a child who brought a phone, it's a BlackBerry, and his friends had, I'll say had because it's in past tense, smartphones, and the BlackBerry, because of the is it BBI or something, BIS, I don't know, the thing that you load for 60 rands and then you have unlimited access to social media on BlackBerry. So boy and I higher data naisa fail. Boy guy then decides to take his phone to school, and they go into the lab room. I think it's very dark, or computer room. And then boy borrowed his friends. What happened?
Yeah, my friend borrowed my phone that day, the BlackBerry, as I used to use the BlackBerry. So we had a lab, like you see, it was like a science class. So I just left with Sitdown because we were packing things. So Sitdown was like, you know what, since you're done writing, you can play ping pong on this room. As soon as I got back, my other friends were like going through my phone and they were watching porn. Then we watched porn, all of us. Yeah, that's the story.
So guys, yesterday it was exposed that Khalid was watching porn, was caught. His phone was caught playing porn for the other kids. I was embarrassed. I left him at the school, drove off, called my late friend, may her beautiful soul rest in peace, and the husband, Franco, who's my brother, to say, guys, I am done raising this child. This child never stops to embarrass me. I've been a clown for too many for too many times. For so long I can't. But obviously because they bigger people, they helped in calming me down. And we had to go back to school and fetch the child who downloads pornography at school. Boy, do you recall any emotional moments, growing up or recently, or like just an emotional moment between us?
Okay, so what I remember it was the unveiling, like you said. Yeah. So when we went to the unveiling, because when my parents passed away, I was still very young, so I think I didn't understand at the time. Yeah. So as you grow, even your subconscious grows. Yeah. You start being much more aware and all. So it's, the day of the unveiling, that's where I started getting emotional, started thinking about life, if what it could have been if our mother was still around.
Oh.
So that started making me very emotional. But I sooner remembered that I do have a sister who loved me, who cherished me, and she played a big role in raising me, which I'm grateful for that. But other than that, I do really wish we had a mother who could see her grow and become what she is. Yes.
Oh, Nunu, why are we so deep now?
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I remember, guys. What do you remember?
Okay. An emotional moment, definitely it was, and I love you, boy, right? I need you to know that. I've got your back. An emotional day for me was definitely, yes, the unveiling. I mean, I was 26 and boy was 16. So honestly, I didn't think that he was so in tune with his emotions, And pardon me, guys, it's not common sense. I've never been pregnant. I just had to wake up one day and I was a full guardian to my brother or mother to my brother. So I didn't expect much from boy that day, but I remember you broke down. Like boy cried, like he cried. It was such a sad day. But now that you are telling me, 9 years later, I understand what was going through your mind. Yeah, she's an angel. She sees us, but I know it could have been different if she was here with us physically.
That's true.
An emotional moment for me, guys, it was when I was getting married, hey? So the Friday we had the traditional wedding where it was an exchange of gifts, and there's like a million rules around that to say we need to do it before the sun sets, this and that, we need to slaughter. And I could hear everyone. My brother had just started a job and he was knocking off at 5, I think in Morningside. And home is in Vosloorus. So it takes a good hour, maybe an hour and 30 minutes or hour 45 minutes to get to move from.
Probably an hour because of traffic.
Yeah. So then he had asked his boss to knock off early and the boss said, no, you can't. And I remember my in-laws had arrived. They were singing outside and I just had to ask them. I asked my husband to please speak to them and bless their soul, They agreed to waiting, so they sat next door. And we were all waiting for my brother. I Ubered him as soon as he knocked off. I remember, guys, I was just tracking that Uber. Like every move. Like I was looking at the Uber, like, boy, I was tracking, I promise you.
That day.
Yeah, and I could see at some point he's moving, at some point he stopped moving, so I'm thinking he's stuck in traffic. And, it was not just about this won't happen without my brother just because, no. It's literally, like, that moment reminded me that in this whole world, You're the only one that I share DNA with. Our mother is not here. We don't have a father. We don't have another sister. We've got relatives, yes. Do you understand? And it reminded me that I'm not alone. I have you. And you are far much more important. I know to some people, maybe in the family, they could have felt like, but for me, to me, you're not one. You're my brother. Boy, you know what? You're not just my brother. You are an extension of my mother. You represent my mother. Because she's late, I can't buy her flowers, I can't spoil her. But I have you to, to honor. Because that's how I'm giving back to say, I love my mother and I wish she was here and I've got you.
Yeah.
That was an emotional moment, and I'm glad that, elderly people agreed and boy arrived. And when I arrived, you guys, I crowed, but it was tears of joy, nothing else. And let's go to lessons learned from each other. Do you want to lead this?
Yeah, I'd like to lead.
So what have you learned from having me as your guardian?
What I've learned from you, the biggest learning, especially today, as I'm 24 years old, having to consider what I've learned from you is responsibility. So I never thought how important responsibility was, the way I see it now, especially because I like to make this example. It's not even me, to be honest. Most of my friends would make an example of you.
Really?
Yes, they would say,
Sweet.
maybe re bua ka batho, re bua, just generalizing, and people will be like, I'd say, yeah, hey, koloi ya sister really nice, ing. Then the conversation would get deeper. Then one of my friends the other day was like, was like, Antoine, the tall one.
Okay.
Naledi was like, Antoine. And like he said it like randomly, but for me, I started thinking of yo.
It hit deep.
Yeah, it hit deep. It's like yo, Antoine, sister la kopela Antoine these sebenze, these panele. So I started thinking, yo, I'm really blessed to have a sister like her, especially having to consider that she raised me from a very young age, and she was still young. She was still at school. It's not a lot of people who can do this, honestly. So it takes a lot of courage for someone to just step out and fight through all the challenges of life, which shows how resilient she is. So it's resilience, it's responsibility that she taught me. Yes, and being independent and having to fight for yourself. So yeah, I think that's one of the things I've learned from my sister, having to look at her, and especially from the perspective of my friends, having to look at her. That's where I started realizing that I'm really blessed with a very strong human being. So yeah.
Jeez, did I raise you?
Yeah.
So I raised somebody who's got full brains, eh?
Yeah.
Look at God.
So it's responsibility and resilience. Those are the two keywords. I'll say.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. What I've learned from raising you, I've learned about having unconditional love. Sometimes because of our circumstances on how we grew up after the passing on of our mother, I had to switch into survival mode as a parent to you, even as an individual to myself. It was all about survival. Like, there was a time I was 17, 18, 19, 20. Like, even in my 20s, when I get paid, it's survival. You're thinking of food. Let's talk about food. Buy boy clothes, change curtains, balance this, balance that, And sometimes that made me a perfectionist. Because of perfectionism, I've lost out on beautiful moments because I was focused on perfectionism. a lesson for me, and I've outgrown that. So I've learned about true love, endless love, and I've learned raising you. I've learned about community. You know, much as people see me as somebody who raised you, there's a lot of people who carried us. Some I just met when I started working at ABSA, and all my jobs previously. You know, I met a lot of people along the walks of life, and it's like they were sent by God. They gave grace and love. That's where I even learned on how to be a giver. Well, you know I can give, right? I can assist someone. It's not because we are related or I want anything from you. I don't even want recognition because I know what it is to be in need. And someone just thinks of you, even when they have nothing to get from you, but they care so much. And yeah, so I've learned about community and just being a good human being to the next person. Oh, that was deep. Didn't expect it. Looking back and moving forward, what do you hope for your relationship in the future?
Our relationship. Okay, what I hope, honestly say it is, in future I'd like to see you become a mother, number one. I'd like to see you become a mother because I do know that you do have all the qualities in the world to be that, because of I know from my experience, because I like to think it more of like my mother compared to me thinking of you as my sister. So it just grew inside me that I just became accustomed to that. So I think you will be a good mother to your children. Yes. And I would also like to grow and become much more independent like you. And I'd like to even work much more harder so that you can be able to be proud of me.
Ooh, I really thought this was late. Okay, what I hope for our relationship in the future, I hope you know that you have a sister who loves you more than and it doesn't matter where in life I'm at, as a mother, as somebody's wife. I just need you to know that when the world is against you, I'm here for you. And I'm waiting for you, and I want you to be successful. I want you to be focused in this life. Have a balanced life, a well-balanced life. Not that you should be a nerd always on books, but much as you love groove and friends, I want you to give the same energy to your personal growth and career. And I want you to be successful. But I want that mama and the angels, when they're looking down at you, and be proud and say, that is our son. That is, he's one of us. And I pray for you more than I pray for myself. I worry about you. And I pray that God protects you.
Yes.
Protects you from anything that is here to derail you. Protects you from anything that wants to steal from you.
Yes.
I pray that He opens doors and good networks for you. And that you may enjoy this life.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
And also the other thing that I'm looking forward to moving forward. This is a special year for me. I feel like last year it was a lot of healing. This year it's a lot of grace and love. And I want to do, it's a year of years. I read the book of Shonda Rhimes. And it refers to the year of years. The title of the book, it's the year of years. It's the year of years, trying out new things. And one thing that I haven't tried with you, we haven't been on holiday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
From my lips to God's ears, from my lips to God's ears, I'd like to be on holiday with my brother.
Okay.
Bana ba mpho ba tla be ba le ko holiday. Oh, Fanaza.
It'll happen.
Fanaza.
It'll happen.
Yes, it's gonna happen. God is faithful. And yeah, guys, I think this is just the end of our video. We'd like to thank you so much for watching up to this far. I would really like to hear from everyone who's finding themselves in this situation, whether you're new or you've been at it, how has it been? And to those who are in this situation of being leads in childheaded home, I pray that God gives you strength and sends you a great community that will help you, that will help you grow and enjoy the fruits of life, And yeah, man, tell me if you'd like to see more content on our childheaded home, or if there's anything you'd like to ask. Please do remember to engage below on the comment section below. And with my little brother, we are checking out. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, tell them.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Yes, and add the like and the comment.